Hey everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for another episode of 7 on Sunday. Today I'm going to be talking about 7 songs to help you fall asleep at night, the ultimate bedtime playlist. And as you can see, I'm in my jammies here. Well, actually not. Joke's on you. I sleep naked. That weird information that you probably never wanted to know in a million years aside, we're going to be talking about songs that help guide you into the dream world. I know a lot of people, including myself sometimes, have trouble falling asleep, and you can maybe use something relaxing, soothing, calming to listen to. And these aren't necessarily boring songs. In fact, I don't find them boring at all. But for the main fact, I find these songs intriguing. Songs that help me cross over into that next state of sleep. There is a Spotify playlist that goes along with this video. If you'd like to check that out, maybe see if shuffling some of these songs around will help you fall asleep at night, then you can check that out. It's linked in the description down below. Thanks for leaving a like on the video today, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope you guys enjoy the countdown. Side note really quick, these songs are actually labeled from 7 to 1 starting stage all the way to that final sleep, actually getting to the slumber. So I feel like they're played best whenever played in that order. So start at 7, work your way down to 1.
And the flowers and the trees all laugh when you walk by, and the neighbors' kids run and hide. If they only knew you were really one of them, but you're not. You're the one.
I heard this song on a commercial back in the day. I can't even remember what the commercial was for, but obviously the song is what stood out to me, and I actually got into a lot of Joy Zipper's music as a result of that. Joy Zipper actually made several songs that were used prominently in popular commercials, and that's actually how they kind of made a name for themselves. They haven't been that active as of late, but they do have several solid albums under their belt, and one is just a joyous track, just singing of being infatuated, in love. It's got happy vibes. I could picture like somebody like running through a meadow together, and just like all of this scenery and that sort of thing. It's a joyful song, and it's one that kind of calms your mind at night. If you're looking to kind of like wind down, like I was talking about, just take off that burden of today. Listen to one, smile, think about laying out in the sunshine, and it'll carry you away as we drift towards track number 6.
Baby, can you see through the tears? Love you more than those pictures before. Say you remember, baby, say you remember, baby, ooh. I will love you till the end of time.
Who doesn't love a good story before bed? I know I do. Blue Jeans by Lana Del Rey is a perfect choice from her album Born to Die. I connected with this song almost instantly, even though I've never been a huge Lana Del Rey fan, but this is one that I still find myself coming back to because it's just kind of soothing in a way. I like that kind of vintage feel that it has, talking about almost like a relationship with maybe like a gangster or somebody in like the 1920s. Not like a gangster like you would think of now, but like the mafia, that sort of thing. Maybe somebody who's involved in some illegal stuff. Lana Del Rey is talking about her man coming in late at night, and you like to kind of pay attention to the story. It's like watching TV before bed, except the movie's in your head, and it's so cool to watch it play out. I get the biggest smile on my face whenever I listen to or else talk about Lazuli by Beach House, my number 5 pick today. Lazuli is one of those tracks that starts off so simple and it swirls in these other melodies. There's like some shaking percussion that works its way in, and obviously Victoria Legren, the lead singer of this duo's just calming voice. She sounds so good. She's kind of like pushed to the back burner, not really though. That's how like dream pop is often styled, and that's the genre that they are in. Dream pop is exactly what you want for your bedtime playlist, so obviously I have to include a song from the genre. My Bloody Valentine, Beach House, anything like that, it's gonna get the job done for you, even some of the 1975 stuff. I love the way that Lazuli kicks off with those keyboard hits that slowly just start off. It's mainly just that, and slowly we're hearing more stuff, maybe some electronic songs just slowly whirring in the background. Those sounds kind of very soothing. You can almost picture yourself on a beach somewhere, just kind of laying back, not a care in the world. This is a perfect track for your nighttime. Speaking of electronic music, I have to shout out Purity Ring at number 4 on my list with their track Fine Shrine off of an album, Shrines. This is a track that really just kind of grinds its way with some noises that might be a little bit jarring at first, but at the same time, I kind of find them soothing, especially whenever you're transitioning over to that state where you're getting just a little bit delirious. Tracks like this can make it ethereal. You might have some really cool dreams after listening to these tracks. Obviously, the singer's voice is just so soothing. It really just cuts through all of these sounds. You can hear these like rise and fall of the electronics, the keyboard hits, whatever it may be. The production here is so crystal clear, and those vocals are as well, especially whenever they're pushed to the forefront. This is a track that I could easily see just giving you some really cool and vivid dreams, especially whenever you think about what's going on here. The final 3 songs on my list, yeah, they're 3 of my all-time favorite songs. I had heard this song, Sleep Forever by Portugal the Man, back in the day, but it was brought to my attention again in an episode of Shameless. It was one of the season finales. I can't remember which one it was, but I was so unhappy with myself for forgetting this song for so long. Sleep Forever is a very dark track whenever you think about it, and it helps whenever you're just kind of trying to put off your day. Maybe somebody else like Portugal the Man had a shittier day, and you're thinking about that, and you're just like, wow, you know, maybe life isn't so bad after all. Sleep Forever might put out kind of a negative vibe, but at the same time it remains hopeful, at least with the tone of the song. It's so relaxing. The fluttering guitars here just sound a little bit distant. There's a little bit of reverb placed on them, and obviously the vocals, if you're familiar with this band, kind of come through a haze, and he's got a really cool register that he can hit with his voice that I don't hear from really any other vocalist. He's very unique, and this track is one of those ones that just calms me. Like I said, gives you a pat on the back after a hard day, and you're just like, you know what? Tomorrow is gonna be okay. How good is our number 2 pick? If you're familiar with Alt J, you know that they're a now trio that formed in England, and they've been blowing up over the past few years. The Gospel of John Hurt is hands down my favorite song from them, and it was featured on their most recent album, This Is All Yours. The song gives me shivers down my spine whenever I think about every little intricate detail of it. There's so much that goes into it. Obviously, the lyrical content is so strong here, especially the patterns that it kind of follows, and once we get to that chorus, it sells it so well. And even the transition to the bridge in the final part of this song, it's unlike nothing you've ever heard before. The chimes on the track, fantastic, absolute ecstasy as they're going down the scales. It's just something that just almost feels like a dream whenever you're listening to it. You can see why I had to feature it on this playlist. What is it with duos producing really calming music? French band Air actually put out the album Moon Safari in 1997. I want to get my hands on a vinyl copy of this so bad. If I could just leave my record player on beside my bed before I fell asleep, I feel like this would be great every single night to fall asleep to. The track that really stands out to me, obviously the opening track here, La Femme de Agente, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, so don't sue me, don't hurt me, please. It's 7 minutes long, and it feels like a journey through the wild, just through all of life. There's everything on this track. I can't even begin to describe all of the little things that I hear. It's all instrumental, but that's all it needs to be that powerful. It's the absolute just nail in the coffin. If you're not gonna fall asleep to this, you're not gonna fall asleep to anything at all, because this is one that I could see myself even listening to while I'm dreaming still. It's like the soundtrack for that. Air captured something so special. They have a lot of tracks that do that for me, but this is one that has truly stood the test of time. Sorry if this episode felt a little bit rushed. I am about to go to sleep myself. It's almost my bedtime, so I'm a little bit tempted to go throw on this playlist and go to sleep right now. But I'm gonna finish recording the outro, don't worry. Remember, there is a Spotify playlist that goes along with that. You can find it in the description down below. Check it out for yourself. Maybe these songs will help guide you into the dream world. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and of course subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. If you would like to check out the last episode of 7 on Sunday or a recent review that I did on my channel ARTV, you can click those little annotations right below me. They're floating around for you to click. And of course, if you'd like to catch up on past episodes of SOS, you can click that playlist link in the description along with my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything like that. All of my socials are down there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.